At the beginning of the story, we see a family moving into a new house far away from the city. This house is located deep inside a forest where there is no other house nearby. The head of this family is Roger, and he got this house for a very low price. After they bring all their luggage inside, their dog suddenly stops at the door and refuses to enter the house. It looks as if the dog has seen something inside. The family tries to force the dog to come in, but the dog is not ready to step inside at any cost. He looks very scared, as if he has seen some dangerous thing inside the house. But the strange thing is that nobody else can see that danger. After trying many times, they leave the dog outside. After coming to the new house, Roger's daughters become very happy, and all three of them start playing hide and seek. Outside the house, there is also a lake, and near the lake stands a very old tree. There, Roger's youngest daughter, April, finds a toy, and she becomes very happy after getting it. On the other side, the girls have already started their hide and seek game. Christine has tied a cloth over her eyes and is trying to find her sisters. While looking for one of them, Christine goes near a storage area. Suddenly, a piece of wood breaks there. When the girls look through the hole in the wood, they realize that there is another room inside, which has been hidden behind these wooden boards. Just then, their father also comes there. Roger removes the wooden boards from the front and enters that room. It is very dark inside, so he lights a matchstick to see clearly. Then he realizes that this place is actually a basement, where some old things are kept. After this, Roger comes back to his daughters and tells them that no one will go inside because there are many spiders there, and they can bite them. Then Roger closes that door. Later, night falls, and everyone starts going to their rooms to sleep. But suddenly, their dog starts barking loudly outside. Hearing the dog bark like this feels strange to them, but they do not pay much attention to it and go to sleep. The next morning, when Carolyn wakes up, she sees a strange mark on her leg. She cannot understand how this mark appeared suddenly. When she comes out of her rooms, she notices that all the clocks in the house have stopped at 3:07. Seeing this, Carolyn gets worried and immediately goes to tell her husband everything. Roger tells Carolyn that maybe the clock stopped because of some shock while they were bringing the luggage in the car yesterday. Then Carolyn shows Roger the mark on her leg and asks him what he did last night. Roger says that he did not do anything. While they are still talking, they suddenly hear their daughter screaming loudly from outside. After hearing her voice, both of them quickly run outside to her. There they see that someone has killed their dog. Seeing this, all of them become very sad, but they still cannot understand how the dog died. Once again, the day passes and night comes. At exactly 3:07, all the clocks in the house stop again. This means the time of evil has started once more. Roger is awake at that moment because he hears someone's voice inside the house. So when he comes out of his room, he sees his daughter standing on the stairs. Roger has asked her what happened and why she is standing there at night like this. His daughter tells him that something is wrong with Cindy, and she is behaving in a very strange way. After hearing this, Roger goes to his daughter's room. There, he sees Cindy hitting her head again and again against the cupboard in front of her. Roger gets completely confused after seeing this because his daughter has never behaved like this before. After this, Roger goes close to his daughter and calmly holds her hand. He makes her lie down on the bed and tries to make her feel safe. The next morning, another strange mark appears on Carolyn's body. When Carolyn sees it, she becomes worried and starts thinking that maybe she has some kind of illness. Later, Roger gets ready to leave for work, but just as he is about to go, he hears something falling from the roof of the house. Roger quickly goes outside to check it. There, he sees a pigeon lying on the ground after falling from the roof. The pigeon is still moving in pain, but after a few moments, it dies right in front of him. Seeing this, Roger is completely shocked. Now even Roger starts feeling that something is wrong with this new house. Since the day they moved here, strange things have been happening one after another, but instead of thinking too much about it, Roger ignores it and leaves for work. After Roger leaves, his three daughters also go to school. Now only Carolyn and her youngest daughter April are left alone in the house. After some time, Carolyn goes into April's room and sees that April is talking to someone. Carolyn asks her who she is talking to. April tells her that a friend lives inside this music box, and that friend talks to her. This is the same music box that April found outside the house near the old big tree. Carolyn listens to her daughter, but she takes it lightly and thinks April is only using her imagination. Then Carolyn plays the music box and looks into its mirror trying to see April's friend, but she does not see anything there. After this, April tells her mother to play hide and seek with her. Carolyn agrees because she wants to make her daughter happy. She ties a cloth over her eyes and tells April to hide anywhere in the house, and she will find her. April does the same and hides in one corner of the house. Carolyn starts searching for her daughter and slowly reaches a room. Inside that room, there is a cupboard, and suddenly that cupboard opens by itself. Carolyn hears the sound of the cupboard opening. She thinks April must be hiding inside it, so Carolyn tells her daughter to clap. At that moment, two hands come out from inside the cupboard and clap 2 times. After hearing the clapping sound, Carolyn slowly toward the cupboard. When she reaches near it, she hears someone breathing inside. Carolyn thinks that April is hiding there and breathing quietly, so she tries to catch her. But even though the sound is coming from right in front of her, her hands touch nothing. This scares Carolyn badly. She quickly removes the cloth from her eyes, but when she looks inside the cupboard, no one is there. Just then, April comes from behind her. Carolyn gets shocked after seeing her daughter there. She asks April where she was hiding. April tells her that she was in Christine's room. Hearing this, Carolyn becomes completely confused. She cannot understand who clapped from inside the cupboard. Later, night comes again. Christine is sleeping on her bed when suddenly someone pulls her leg with force. Because of this, she wakes up in fear. At first, Christine thinks her sister is playing a prank on her, but then she sees that her sister is sleeping beside her while her leg was pulled from the front. So Christine looks under the bed, but there is no one there. Then suddenly, she notices someone standing behind the door. She quickly wakes up her sister Nancy and tells her that someone is watching them from the door. Nancy looks there and says that she cannot see anyone. Then Nancy goes near the door and says that no one is standing there. But she also says that there is a very bad smell in that place. At the same time, Christine tells Nancy that he is standing right behind her. As Nancy is about to turn around and look, the door suddenly closes with a loud sound. Seeing this, both sisters start screaming in fear. After hearing their screams, Roger and Carolyn run to their room and ask them what happened. Christine tells them that someone pulled her leg while she was sleeping, but Roger does not take her words seriously. He tells her that maybe she saw a bad dream, but Christine says it was not a dream. She says that the thing came in front of her and told her that he would destroy their whole family, but Roger and Carolyn think their daughter only had a bad dream, so they leave her room and go back. After this, we see their house at night. The house is standing in a completely lonely place, far away from everything. Carolyn is still awake because she cannot sleep. Every day, a new mark appears on her body, and this thing is now making her very worried. She starts thinking that maybe she has some medical problem. Just then, she hears the same clapping sound from outside the room. This is the same sound she heard a few days earlier while playing hide and seek with April. Carolyn comes out of her room to check, but there is no one outside. Then she slowly reaches near the stairs. Suddenly, all the photos hanging on the staircase wall start falling one by one on their own. Carolyn gets scared after seeing this and quickly comes downstairs. But even downstairs, she does not see anyone. Then she hears the same clapping sound coming from the basement. After hearing it, Carolyn starts moving toward the basement. When she reaches there, she sees that the basement door is already open. Before Carolyn can understand anything, someone pushes her from behind. She falls down the stairs and lands inside the basement. Inside the basement, she looks around, but she cannot see anyone. At that moment, a ball rolls toward her and stops near her. Seeing this, Carolyn becomes even more terrified. She tries to get out of the basement, but suddenly the door closes by itself. The light inside the basement also turns off. After the light goes out, Carolyn hears the laughing sound of a child inside the basement. This makes her fear grow even more. She quickly lights a matchstick so she can see a little in the dark. But then, two hands appear behind Carolyn and clap right near her. Carolyn screams in fear. On the other side, Cindy is again standing in her sleep and hitting her head against the cupboard. The knocking sound wakes up her other sister. She quickly holds Cindy and makes her lie down on the bed. But then the same knocking sound comes again from inside the cupboard. After hearing it, Andrea looks at her younger sister Cindy, who is now sleeping on the bed. Andrea gets scared because Cindy was the one hitting her head on the cupboard before, but now Cindy is asleep, so she cannot understand who is making the knocking sound from inside the cupboard. To find out the truth, Andrea goes near the cupboard and opens it, but there is no one inside. At the same time, Cindy looks from the bed and sees a terrifying woman sitting on top of the cupboard. That woman looks extremely scary. Suddenly, the woman jumps straight at Andrea. After this, both girls start screaming loudly. At the same time, Roger is coming back home from work. As soon as he hears his daughter screaming, he runs toward the house. When he enters the house, he hears his wife, Carolyn's voice, coming from the basement. Roger quickly opens the basement door and takes Carolyn out. After this, both of them run upstairs toward their daughter's room. When they reach the room, they see that their daughters are badly frightened. Roger asks them to tell him what happened there. Then his daughters explain everything that happened with them in the room. Carolyn also tells Roger everything that happened to her in the basement. After hearing all this, Roger and his whole family finally understand that something is inside this house, and that thing is very dangerous. So the next day, Roger and Carolyn go to meet a couple. The husband's name is Adam, and his wife's name is Sophia. Both of them are paranormal experts. They know how to deal with ghosts, evil spirits, and trapped souls. Carolyn tells Adam and Sophia that strange things are happening inside her house. She asks them to come to her house because her family needs their help. But Adam and Sophia refuse to come at first. They think this might only be fear or imagination. Carolyn keeps requesting them again and again. She tells them that if they do not come to their house, that evil thing will kill her daughters. After hearing Carolyn's words, Adam and Sophia finally take the matter seriously. They agree to visit her house and see what is really happening there. After some time, both of them reach Carolyn's house. When they enter the house, the family tells them that every night, as soon as the time becomes 3:07, all the clocks stop. After that, a dirty smell starts spreading through the whole house, and strange sounds begin to come from different places. After hearing all these details, Adam tells them that everything they described is not normal. These are signs of an evil presence. After this, Adam starts exploring the house. While checking the place, he finds out that there is also a basement inside the house. As soon as he learns this, Adam and Sophia go down into the basement. When they enter Inside the basement, Sophia starts hearing strange sounds around her. After hearing those sounds, she understands that something very dangerous is living there. Later, everyone sits at the dining table to eat. Adam turns on his microphone and starts recording. Then he asks Roger that if so many scary things were happening in this house, why did he not leave it earlier? Roger explains that he spent all his money buying this house. Now he does not have enough money to buy another house and move there. On the other side, Sophia talks to the youngest daughter, April. She asks April if it is true that she talks to someone. April says yes and tells Sophia that he is her friend. His name is Rory and he lives inside this toy. This is the same music box that April found near the old tree outside the house. Sophia takes the toy from April and plays the music box. As soon as the music starts, Sophia looks into the mirror on the front of the box. This time, she actually sees a small child in that mirror. Sophia gets serious and asks April where she found this toy. April tells her that she found it outside near the lake beside the big old tree. After hearing this, Sophia and Adam go straight to that tree. This is the same place where April found the music box. But when Sophia reaches there, she sees something that shocks her completely. She sees a woman hanging from that big tree. Now Sophia slowly starts understanding what is really connected to this house. Both of them return inside and tell Carolyn that they will have to purify the house. Sophia explains that there are many souls here, but one dark shadow is different from all of them. That dark shadow has taken control of this house and the land around it. It is very powerful and very dangerous. Sophia also tells Carolyn that when she first entered the house, she saw that dark shadow at the same moment. It was standing behind Carolyn. The second time, she saw it behind her daughters. Sophia tells them that this dark shadow has now attached itself to their whole family. So even if they leave this house, it will not leave them alone. It has already taken hold of all of them. Roger becomes worried and asks what they have to do now. Adam tells him that they need to perform an exorcism inside the house, but this will not be easy. First, they need to collect proof that a dark evil presence really exists there. After getting proof, they will have to give it to the church. Only after seeing that proof will the priest come and perform the exorcism. Then Adam says they should not stay in the house for too long. The shadow wants to hurt this family, and Edmund and Sophia are a threat to it. That is why it will never want them to stay there for a long time. After saying this, both of them leave the house. When they reach their own home, Adam turns on the recording that he made inside Roger's house. But the strange thing is that no one's voice is recorded in it except Adam's voice. After seeing this, they understand that the dark shadow is extremely powerful. It can control almost everything around it. Now Sophia starts telling Adam the real history of that house. She explains that in 1971, two people lived in that house as a couple. The man's wife used to worship the devil. She believed in black magic and dark rituals, but her husband had no idea about any of this. Sophia continues telling Adam the truth about the house. She says that one day, to please the devil, that woman burned her own 7-year-old child and sacrificed him. When her husband found out about this terrible act, he became furious. He took his wife outside near the lake and hanged her from the same big tree. At the exact moment he killed her, the clock showed 3:07. From that day, evil things started happening inside the house. After that, whoever came to live there was killed by that woman's spirit. That evil spirit also killed a child and a maid. This is why many other souls are now trapped inside this house. While Adam and Sophia are talking about all this, they suddenly hear the voice of the dark shadow on the recorder. When they look at the clock, the time is 3:07. The next day, Sophia and Adam go back to the house with a police officer and a cameraman. This time, their goal is to collect solid proof. They place microphones and cameras in every corner of the house, so if anything strange happens at night, it can be recorded. On the other side, Sophia speaks with Carolyn. Carolyn shows Sophia a family photo and says that she loves her children more than anything. She begs Sophia to save her children from that dark shadow in any way possible. Sophia tells Carolyn not to lose hope. She tells her to stay strong because the weaker she becomes in front of that shadow, the more power it will get over her. After all the cameras and microphones are set up, everyone waits for the dark shadow to appear. But that night, nothing happens inside the house. The dark shadow is very clever, and it understands their plan. The next morning, everyone eats breakfast together. To help Carolyn rest, Sophia goes outside and starts hanging clothes on the line. Suddenly, one cloth flies away, and the shadow appears in front of Sophia. Then that same cloth flies straight toward Carolyn's room and sticks to the window. As soon as the cloth moves away from the window, Sophia clearly sees the face of the dark shadow. She realizes that the shadow has now entered Carolyn's room. Sophia quickly runs toward Carolyn's room. But before she can reach there, the dark shadow pours a black liquid into Carolyn's mouth and takes full control of her body. When Carolyn wakes up, she does not understand what happened to her. She only thinks that she saw a bad dream. Then night comes again and everyone sits ready to collect proof one more time. The police officer with them walks out of the room and starts thinking that all of them are foolish because he does not believe in ghosts or spirits. Just then, he hears the voice of a girl. When the police officer looks around, the same maid appears in front of him, the one who was killed in that house. The maid shows him both of her cut hands and says, "Look what you have done." After seeing this, all his confidence disappears. He screams and runs back to the others. He tells them that he has really seen a ghost. At the same time, Roger's daughter Cindy again starts walking talking in her sleep. The strange thing is that the camera starts taking her photos by itself. Everyone sees this and slowly begins following Cindy. Cindy walks in her sleep and starts going up the stairs. During this, the camera again takes her photo on its own. After this, Cindy enters a room and the door closes by itself. Everyone runs to that room and tries to open the door, but the door does not open. Luckily, they had already placed microphones inside that room, so they start listening to the recording from inside. In the audio, they hear the voice of a child. That child is telling Cindy to follow him. Roger becomes very worried for his daughter, so he and Adam break the door together. But when they enter the room, Roger cannot see Cindy anywhere. They search the whole room, but Cindy is not found. Then they notice a cupboard in front of them. When they open the cupboard, they find a large hole inside it. They look through the hole and see Cindy sitting in a corner inside. After this, they safely pull Cindy out from there. Now the story moves toward April, Roger's youngest daughter, the same girl who had found the toy near the tree outside. April tells Sophia that whenever her friend Rory gets too scared, he goes and sits in the same corner behind the cupboard where Cindy was just found. As soon as Sophia hears this, she goes straight into the hidden tunnel behind the cupboard. Inside that place, Sophia finds a rope. This is the same rope that the first owner of the house used to hang his wife from the big tree outside. Suddenly, the wooden floor under Sophia's feet breaks, and she falls straight down into the basement. The same music box is also lying there. When Sophia looks into the mirror of the music box, she sees Rory's mother. A moment later, Rory's mother appears in front of Sophia and tells her that she never wanted to kill her son Rory. She says that the devil forced her to do it. As soon as Sophia hears this, the evil shadow makes Rory's mother disappear. Then it takes control of her body and starts attacking Sophia. Sophia somehow protects herself and tries to escape from the basement. But before she can get away, the dark shadow grabs the locket from her neck and pulls it away. Luckily, Adam reaches there at the same time. He opens the basement door and saves Sophia. But now the dark shadow has Sophia's locket, and inside that locket is a photo of Sophia's daughter. After coming out, Sophia tells everyone that she has finally understood the truth. The dark shadow controls mothers and forces them to kill their own children. She tells Carolyn that the marks on her body are not because of any illness. The shadow gave her those marks. Now it also wants to use Carolyn to kill her own children, just like it forced the people who lived here before. When the shadow realizes that its secret has been exposed, the whole house becomes violent. Things start falling everywhere. Then the shadow grabs Roger's daughter Nancy by her hair and throws her against the wall. Somehow, everyone manages to save Nancy. After this, the whole family decides to leave the house because they now have enough proof to show the church. But just as they are about to leave, Sophia hears her daughter's voice coming from the nearby lake. Sophia gets scared and walks toward the water. There, inside the lake, she sees the dead body of her own daughter. Sophia becomes terrified. She quickly runs back into the house and calls her home to speak with her daughter. Then she finds out that her daughter is completely safe. After hearing this, Sophia feels relieved, but she hugs her husband and cries because she understands that this was a warning from the dark shadow. After this, Sophia and Adam go to the church priest and show him all the proof. The priest sees the dark shadow in the photos, but he tells them that they need official permission for the exorcism, and that may take a few days. Meanwhile, the dark shadow realizes that even after its warning, Adam and Sophia are not stopping, so it goes to Sophia's daughter, who is sleeping in her room. Suddenly, the shadow pulls her leg. The shadow was able to reach her because of the locket that Sophia lost in the basement, the same locket that had her daughter's photo inside it. Just as the shadow is about to harm Sophia's daughter, Adam and Sophia arrive there and save her. On the other side, Carolyn is now fully under the control of the dark shadow. She has taken two of her daughters, Christine and April, and made them sit in the car. Carolyn is driving them back to the same haunted house. When Roger reaches their new place, his other daughters tell him that their mother was behaving strangely. They tell him that she took April and Christine in the car and went back to the old house. As soon as Roger hears this, he calls Adam and tells him everything. Adam says that he and Sophia are coming to the old house, and Roger should also reach there as fast as possible. Sophia tells Adam that they must hurry because the shadow has taken full control of Carolyn. Now it will force Carolyn to kill her own children. After some time, they all reach the old house. They also bring the police officer with them, but when they try to open the main door, they find out that it is locked from the inside. So the police officer shoots the lock with his gun and breaks it open. After this, everyone enters the house quickly because they know that even a small delay can put the children in danger. When they go down into the basement, they see Carolyn there. She is about to kill her daughter Christine. Everyone rushes toward her and somehow grabs Carolyn. They save Christine from her hands at the last moment. After seeing all this horror, Roger's youngest daughter April gets extremely scared and hides somewhere inside the house. Meanwhile, everyone tries to hold Carolyn and take her outside the house. But as soon as Carolyn steps out of the house, strange marks appear on her face. Her skin starts burning badly, as if some invisible force is punishing her for leaving. Seeing this, Sophia understands that the dark shadow will not allow Carolyn to leave the house. She tells everyone that if they force Carolyn outside, she may die, so they have no choice but to leave Carolyn there. As soon as they loosen their grip, the shadow pulls Carolyn back into the basement. After this, everyone runs after Carolyn and goes down into the basement. Carolyn Carolyn is now very angry, and the evil inside her is making her completely uncontrollable. Suddenly, Carolyn bites the police officer so hard that blood starts coming from his ear. Even after this, everyone keeps trying and somehow ties Carolyn to a chair. On the other side, Adam's partner starts looking for April, who had hidden somewhere in fear a little earlier. Now Adam says that they must call the priest and purify this place properly, but Sophia tells him that the priest will take time to arrive. By the time the priest comes, Carolyn may not survive, so Edmund decides to perform the exorcism himself. Sophia warns him that this is extremely dangerous and that he could lose his life, but Adam says that God made him for this work. After this, Adam opens the holy book and starts reading the prayers. As he reads, the dark shadow begins to suffer, and blood starts coming from Carolyn's mouth, but Adam does not stop. He continues reading, because stopping now would mean giving the shadow another chance to win. Soon, the basement floor begins to shake. Outside the house, black crows start gathering and flying around in circles. The chair on which Carolyn is tied suddenly rises into the air by itself. Seeing this, Adam starts reading the prayers even louder and faster. Then the chair turns upside down in the air. The dark shadow tries to stop Adam's exorcism. It throws the chair hard onto the ground. Because of this, the chair breaks and Carolyn becomes free again. At the same time, Adam's partner, who is searching for April, finally finds her. He shouts loudly that he has found April and that she is under the kitchen. Carolyn also hears this voice. As soon as she hears April's location, she runs toward her to kill her. She reaches very close to April, and the danger becomes serious. Carolyn picks up scissors and is just about to attack April, but at that exact moment, Adam arrives there and completes the exorcism. As soon as the exorcism is completed, the demon starts becoming weak. Adam then calls the demon by its real name and says, "Bathsheba, I command you by the will of God to go back to hell." After hearing its real name, the demon starts losing control, but even now it is not ready to leave Carolyn's body. Just then, Sophia reaches through a tunnel above and places her hand on Carolyn's head. She gives Carolyn courage and tells her that she can defeat this demon. She tells her to stay strong and not let the evil take her children away. Sophia also reminds Carolyn of the good moments she spent with her family. She tells Carolyn to remember that she once said she loved her family more than anything. After hearing this, Carolyn starts remembering her husband and her children. Slowly, her real self begins to come back. In the end, the memories of Carolyn's family and the love she has for her children push the demon away from her. Carolyn slowly returns to her normal condition, and the demon finally leaves her body. After coming back to her senses, Carolyn hugs her children tightly. With this emotional moment, this movie based on a true story comes to an end. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and like the video.